Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this report claiming that Barcelona are ready to take 3 players to court for illegal contracts. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Barca youngster Alex Collado, it has been reported that the midfielder is being wanted by 3 clubs. The youngster is set to leave Barcelona on loan. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Barcelona find themselves at the eye of the storm once again as they seem to be gearing up for a legal battle against 3 of their own players. Earlier this week, reports emerged that the Blaugrana had deemed the contract extensions of some players who had renewed in 2020 under previous administration to be illegal due to evidence of criminality in the deals. Frenkie de Jong was one among the players whose contract Barca believed to be illegal and invalid, due to which they want the midfielder to revert to the original contract that he had signed upon arriving from Ajax. If the player refuses to do so, Barcelona are threatening legal action against all the parties involved in the process of the contract extension, meaning the Dutchman and his camp could get implicated. Now, Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Barca are not only threatening de Jong with legal action, but plan to take 2 more players to court due to contract extensions that they believe are null and void. The 2 players in question along with Frenkie de Jong are Clement Lenglet and Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Both players had signed long-term renewals in 2020, agreeing to forgo a large chunk of their wages immediately, which would be settled in the latter part of their deals. However, the current administration continues to insist that there were illegal and criminal elements involved in the extensions, despite the deal being verified and ratified by the club's lawyers, auditors, as well as La Liga itself. Hence, they are prepared, Barca are prepared to take the matter to court to get their contract extensions rescinded. It remains to be seen how the situation unfolds in the coming weeks, as things could turn complicated with player associations like AFA and FIFPro likely to get involved. Things aren't getting any better, at the Barca camp. Yesterday, we started hearing reports of Frenkie de Jong's extension that he did in 2020 being invalid and some criminal elements being involved in it. Of course, Barca are determined to take the matter to court if the players don't go back to their previous contracts. And all these just create chaos, right? It just creates some kind of negative reaction, negative feeling between club and players camp. Yesterday, we even got the reports of Frenkie de Jong's agents, Frenkie de Jong entourage, hitting hard against Barcelona, saying that Frenkie de Jong will not return to his old contract because they do believe that auditors went through that, lawyers and La Liga went through those contracts and it was valid. So there is a lot of misunderstanding, and many more things are to come because Barca are still very, very much determined. They are committed to take this matter to court if those players don't, go back to their previous contracts, because that's what Barca wants. But we all know the player association, FIFPro, they will enter this matter and it will not be an easy thing. It will not be an easy ending. So things aren't looking that good in the future if this matter takes a different twist, because de Jong is being owed 18 million euros, in deferred payments. Gerard Piqué is being owed 50 million euros. Ter Stegen too will be owed something, because we know when they deferred their payments back in the year 2020 under Jose Maria Bartomeu, they had to, defer it for the, for many years to come. Like the money that was supposed to be paid in that year due to COVID, due to many other things, they are being owed that money right now, especially this upcoming season. Barca are being indebted to these players. So normally, if in case this player respect what Barca say to go back to their previous contract, then nothing will be owed to them. Nothing. We will not owe Frenkie de Jong any 18 million. We will not owe Gerard Piqué up to 50 million. So that's what Barca are trying to do. They are determined to see that happen so that they might reduce the debt. But of course, Barca are claiming that they have the backing, they have the evidence of this, and they believe that they are correct. So it's going to take a legal battle to see how this matter gets resolved, because I don't see any of these players accepting what Barca want to do for them to rescind back to their old contracts that they did sign in 2020. So Barca are threatening those players and their agents that they will take them to court if they don't go back to their old contracts. So things are not looking any good. Laporta right now is in hot seat. It's not an easy place to be. So let's see how this matter gonna end up. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona's operation exit appears to be continuing at pace, with Alex Collado looking like another player set to leave this summer. Xavi has apparently told Collado he won't play much next season, and the 23-year-old has decided he wants to find a club where he can feature regularly. The Aerosport are reporting there are a few options on the table. Olympiacos, Girona and Celtic are all thought to be keen on bringing the midfielder on loan. It had been thought earlier this summer that Xavi wanted to give Collado a chance in the 2022-23, but the summer of big spending appears to have put that to an end. Collado has featured in pre-season but hasn't been given too many minutes, which is likely to have helped convince him a move would be his best interest. The youngster already missed the start of last season because he was not registered before moving to Granada on loan in the second half of the campaign. Barca have already waved goodbye to La Masia graduate Oscar Mingueza and Ricky Puig in the last week, and it seems Nico Gonzalez and Collado will be the next in line to go. I think Collado, in the best of his interests, will have to look for a move away from Barca. I really appreciate the way Nico Gonzalez have been smart, just to avoid the same mistake that Ricky Puig did, during his time. Nico Gonzalez is hunting for a move away and Valencia are closing in on it. I think Collado just need to think like that, because Xavi, we know very well that the kind of players that we have signed, these youngsters will find it difficult to have game time. So it is the best of their interest and the best of their career to look for new destinations. But I think normally a loan move for all these players is the best case scenario. Nico Gonzalez is likely to leave on loan. Collado as well, from what we are getting, will likely be a loan move. But we don't know the club that Collado will go. But a good number of clubs are showing interest, and Barca believe that the player will not lack a club to play for. So let's see how it goes. But Collado has been told by Xavi that game time will not be that guaranteed next season. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.